Sean Antel here, Two Brothers Bushcraft. I'm out here this morning doing some scouting for a potential area to do some more filming, which I've been wanting to do. And I found this nice wooded area not too far from the house. There's lots of resources in this area, lots of stuff that's already dead and down that I can use for building shelters and practicing fire and all that with. The only downfall to this area, and I'll do a pan around here in a few minutes so you guys can get a better view of the area. The only downfall to this area, of course, is until the temperature drops off, is the mosquitoes. So fortunately we have plenty of bug spray and that kind of stuff. But I've been promising everybody that the Alaskan bush tool is going to have a video coming out here soon. And a place out here like this doing what I want to do is going to get a lot of work. So that video is coming as promised. Sorry it's taken so long. You know, baby and all that at home takes up a lot of time, plus work. But so I'm kind of happy I found this place. Like I said, it's not too far from the house. I can basically walk here within a few minutes. So the other thing I'd like to do this morning is give a quick shout out. I know it's a little late, again, sorry, with family and all, is that on August 22nd, we are having the second annual Alaskan Bushcraft and Outdoor Skills Gathering. We have some people in town that are being gracious enough this year to allow us to do this on their property. I believe the name of the place is going to be the Band of Brothers Coffee Shop, and they are located in Wasilla. They have ample room outside as well as indoor facilities, so if the weather changes, we can all go inside and still practice stuff and learn. On the venue for this year, I managed to secure the Wilderness First Aid Guy this year, finally. Two Brothers Bushcraft will be putting on some primitive trapping as well as going over kits, potential shelter stuff, plant life. Some of the guys that were involved last year will be involved again this year for doing like the flint napping, plants, all that kind of stuff. And we're hoping that between now and then we can weasel in a few more things in the time frame that we'll have. There's also a possibility that by next year I have to talk to a gentleman here in the valley that runs the Vietnam Veterans Affairs here in the valley, that has some property that we can do some more permanent stuff on. And that will be really good. I'll keep everybody updated as that goes on. Otherwise, I know for people out of state, it's a little late, and with all that's going on, completely out of the question, and I totally understand that. For the local people, of course, please bring your family, bring yourself, bring your kids. If you feel that you need to wear masks or any of that to keep yourself safe, by all means. We're not here to judge or anything like that. We just want to get the community involved and have some fun and try to get back to a little more of the, a normal life. Outside of that, I'm going to do a pan around here in just a minute so that you guys can get a better view of the area. And then going to do a little chopping and stuff with the bush tool, have a little fun, and then head back to the house and get ready for work. But just wanted to take this opportunity to come out and kind of look around and give a shout out and let people know what's going on. If this area works out like I'm hoping, then especially as the temperature cools off and the bugs die down and going into winter, there's going to be a lot to have fun and do in this little area. So let me move the camera and show you guys what's out here, and then we'll go from there. So this is the area. like I said, lots of plant life to do stuff with. Fairly well and decent cover. Lots of resources, lots of birch and stuff like that, birch bark, and lots of stuff down that we can use to build shelters. So, I mean, there's basically a ridgepole sitting right there already. Maybe we'll work off of that. Maybe we'll switch it around a little bit. As you can see from the video, there's definitely quite a few bugs out here. Anyway, it's not so far off the beaten path that I can't hear the highway, but I'm not worried about that too much. The only downfall to that, of course, is, you know, people. If they come back in here and trash the place or whatever, there is some stuff that's been dumped up closer to the road, so I have to deal with that as it goes on. And that's only until we can find a more permanent, secure location to do stuff that we don't have to worry about that. But otherwise, anyway, I'm going to clear out a little bit of the brush here and stuff, and some of the smaller stuff, and just give the bush tool a little work this morning. And then I'm going to head home and get ready for work. So that kind of gives you the whole pan around. This actually goes back quite a ways back in there before you run into anybody's homes or any of that kind of stuff. Just on the other side over here is a snow machine and four-wheeler trail that gets used quite a bit. It's closer to the roadside, so most people will just be going right on by, probably won't even know that we're in here. But otherwise, yeah, we'll do a little clearing and do a little chopping and see what we can make happen for this spot. I mean, there's some really great areas just right in here. Like I said, I showed you that one ridge pole. That might be where I build a lean-to or something off of. Not really a good hammock area per se. I mean, I've got a couple of birch that are sturdy enough, but nothing that's close enough together that wouldn't be hard on younger stuff. But otherwise, lots of, like I said, standing dead and down dead, so lots of stuff to play with. Anyway, I'm gonna do a little messing around with the bush tool. It's about time to get out of here and start getting ready for my day. But I hope you can all come and join us for the gathering. And yeah, thank you very much. I will say this about the area, and I'd like to maybe potentially put up a game camera or two, is that I do see a lot of wildlife signs. So there are definitely moose in the area and that kind of stuff, so that could be fun as well. And yeah, I feel real positive about the spot. So some of this stuff is dead already, so I'm not worried about getting rid of it. Some of it I'll have to get my saw in here for, but that's no biggie. Definitely lots of good stuff for fire practice. Anyway, and then we'll try to camouflage the area as much as possible as well. Like I said, with all the standing dead and that kind of stuff, we can, you know, kind of lattice work it in areas to help block us off a little bit more. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great location outside of course, having to wait for the mosquitoes to disappear. Anyway, that's all I got time for today. I'll be out here getting the camera set up and start doing some work out here, hopefully here within the next day or so. I want to thank you for joining me this morning, and yeah, Sean Antel, Two Brothers Bushcraft. Have a great day, and thanks for joining me this morning on this short video.